It's Thursday, I'm MoronUnited, you're watching Viewing Rainbow, and this week is E3. And it's because it's such a big week for gaming, I thought I'd review it, go over some of the bigger games released, and just basically just say my thoughts on what I thought of the event as a whole. Microsoft. And I think they started out, they came out strong, but they just lost tremendous steam when the Kinect came on. When they showed the Gears 3 footage, when Cliff Bleszinski, or whatever his name is, when he came out, and the crowd was really excited, and Gears 3, if you're into the Gears game, it looks like it will definitely satisfy you. It looks to be a very good entry in the series. Same with Halo Reach. I'm not a big Halo guy, but if you like that kind of thing, I think it will satisfy you, and I think you'll enjoy it. So I think on that standpoint, they succeeded. But when they moved into the Kinect, it was just a joke. It really was. Last year, they showed off Milo and, like, realistic racing games when it was called Project Natal, and it was it looked very sophisticated, very elite, and now it's just turned into this glorified toy, and it's nothing more than a little gimmick, I think. They didn't show off any real games. It was all just like Wii Sport knockoffs, and they had like river rafting, Kinectimals. I mean, it was a joke. Like, what are they doing? What happened to these real games that uses Kinect? Like, why doesn't a game like Gears 3 or Halo Reach, why don't those utilize this technology? Because they're saying they based their concept of Kinect around immersing yourself in the game. Yet every game they showed, including the Star Wars game that doesn't look good at all, every game is on rails. How are you supposed to immerse yourself in the game if every game is literally guiding you through and not letting you do anything? I don't think they're showcasing this thing right. And GameStop is currently listing it at around $150. No official price has been released yet, but it's pretty much expected that it's going to be around that much. It's too much for too little. Sony, I think their press conference was honestly a disaster. It started off with Killzone 3, which doesn't look that great. I mean, if you're into that, that's fine, but it came after just a few hours after Nintendo they made a system that doesn't use 3D glasses. They've proved that it can be done. And yet Sony, they started their conference with, put on the 3D glasses, guys. Infamous 2 they showed off, which looks... The trailer they showed was terrible. It wasn't gameplay footage. It was just a pre-rendered video, and that doesn't excite anyone. It's cheap looking. I don't like it. Gran Turismo 5, I don't know why they're taking so long on this game, but it looks fine. Nothing spectacular, I don't know. Portal 2, they got Portal. I'm sorry, so what? Like, the original Portal came bundled with a whole bunch of other games. Who's gonna spend $60 on a sole Portal game? I don't know. Heroes on the Move with Jack and Daxter and all that stuff, that looked okay, nothing spectacular. I don't know. Little Big Planet 2, that actually looks... I'm not into those kind of games, but if that's what you're into, it looks like it will be very good for you. And I think if you like the original, this is gonna be a step up, but we'll see what happens. And then they went into the PS3 Move, which I think is in a terrible spot. It's not as good technology as the Kinect, and it's way too late to be a true competitor to the Wii. The Wii came out in 2006 now. I mean, it's been almost 4 years, and they're just coming out with this this technology that's barely better than the Wii Motion Plus. I mean, and it's not even bundled with the system. They're listing it comes with the motion controller, the camera, and a crappy sports game for $100. And I'm pretty sure that does not come with the expansion controller, which is another $30. So, a basic setup that, with a good game, and this whole setup is going to cost you upwards of $190. Like, ouch. This is a and they only showed it with, like, one decent game. I don't think it's going to be a hit. They brought Kevin Butler on the stage. He's so not funny. They did a live demo of PGA Tour. Like, Tiger Woods. Ugh. And then they showed off Invisimals. Probably the stupidest name in the world. Connectimals was bad enough, but Invisimals? Really, guys? Really? And then they ended with Twisted Metal. They managed to... It's a car carnage game. You put a machine gun on a car, and everyone's happy. And you start off with a helicopter. And the PSP, it's dead. You're a paperweight now. But Nintendo, by far, has stolen the show. Start off with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And when you start off with a Zelda game and make it one of the less interesting parts of the show, you've done something incredible. They showed it on the floor, and the controls look spot on. I really like the art style. I'm really looking forward to the game whenever it comes out. Kirby Epic Yarn, another Kirby platformer. Very unique, very stylish. I like it. Mario Sports Mix. I like the Mario Sports games. I think they're fun, arcadey style games, and I'm really looking forward to this one. The volleyball looks good, and the dodgeball kind of looks like Super Dodgeball in the NES, and that was a very good game for its time, and still fun today. Metroid The Other M, which is coming out before the end of the summer, August 31st. That looks fantastic. The 2D mixed with the 3D. Classic platforming with Metroid Prime-esque. It looks gritty. It looks fantastic. Epic Mickey, I was not sold on until the show, and then they showed off the Steamboat Willie level. I'm sold. The Wii Party, it doesn't look that bad. It's the most casual game they showed. They only really showed that one. It looks pretty. It looks like it could be fun. I would prefer the Mario Party title, but it looks fine. Mario Party's kind of dead anyway. Dragon Quest IX. If you're into that, that looks pretty awesome. But I think my favorite Wii game they showed was Donkey Kong Country Returned, which just blew me away. I've been clamoring for, I think everyone has, a Donkey Kong platformer for years. The last one we had was Jungle Beat, and that was using the gimmick of the bongos, which worked really well, but I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait for that game. The 3DS, though, was basically the star of the show. That looks fantastic. They showed off Kid Icarus Rising, which is coming out at launch, and that just looks unbelievable. The 3D effects are supposed to be fantastic, and I can't wait. Pilot Wings Resort, Star Fox 64 3DS, Animal Crossing, Metal Gear, Ninja Gaiden, Bomberman, Ocarina of Time. Nintendo has taken E3. That wraps it up for E3 2010. I think it was a pretty good year. I think Nintendo had the best one, then Microsoft, then Sony. Every other company released some interesting stuff. There's some really good games on the horizon, and I think we're going to be in for a great year of gaming. So, I'm MoronUnited. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.